Hey you guys, Dino Gomez here, founder of 7-Figure Visionary as well as CoachingLaunch.com, and in today's video we are going to talk about how to build a Facebook group step by step. Let's get into it right now. Alright guys, so you're thinking about building a Facebook group, and that is a great decision, alright? There's so many amazing things that have come from building Facebook groups. And if you're looking to generate clients, or if you do any type of work with clients, it's a great way to build up an audience. To land clients is a great way to do market research. It's a great way to build your authority, and your email list will literally show you how to turn every Facebook group member into a lead. All right, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to dive into my computer. I'm going to walk you step by step how to set up and build a Facebook group, as well as increase the engagement inside of your Facebook group. Let's go. Alright, so we're over here inside of the 7-Figure Coaches, Consultants, Experts, and Visionaries Facebook group. This is one of our free Facebook groups. We have 7.8 thousand members here, and there's a couple things I'm going to walk you guys through here. It's kind of like how to set up your welcome video and things of that nature, what you can do there, how to accept member requests into your group. There's a cool strategy to accept member requests into your group, and a nice way to introduce them so that make yourself stand out from everybody else. All right, and I'm just going to show you guys a couple posts that are going on in here, but you can see there's plenty of engagement going on. Different people are commenting and leaving posts and questions, so it is an active Facebook group. Here's a post I just did recently. It has 144 comments on it. So we're going to show you guys, here's a Facebook Live interview that we did. So we're going to show you guys how to build a really highly engaged Facebook group step by step. All right, and so the first thing we're going to want to do, guys, is if you just head to the home screen of Facebook, we're going to show you exactly where you can click to set up a Facebook group. Alright, so up here in the top it says groups. You can click on groups, and then right here on the left you can click on create a new group. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. Click on create a new group, and this is where you're going to want to name your Facebook group name. Alright, now the name of your Facebook group is really important. Alright, this is going to decide what types of individuals, what types of people you attract into your group. Alright, and so if you have some type of business, again, service-oriented business where you work with clients, you want to give it a name so that your target audience finds that group and wants to join your group. All right, and so in this example, we might say something like, if you're an online coach, you might say something like 6-Figure Coaches, 6-Figure Coaches, Consultants, and Experts. Alright, so you can say something like that as your Facebook group name. When it comes to choosing the privacy of your group, alright, I highly recommend you make your Facebook group private for starters. There's a couple reasons here. If your Facebook group is private, that means people cannot see the content that's inside your group. It's kind of like a gateway. It's like a gate. And so what happens is you can actually ask questions to people before they join your group. In other words, they basically are applying to join your group. This is a really great opportunity for you to collect an email address, otherwise do some market research. So in other words, you can ask questions to your group members, all right, and get some feedback so you understand what they're struggling with or what they're looking to accomplish and do. Again, Facebook groups are powerful because of the ability to gain all this information like this about your target audience, all right? And so go ahead and choose private here. You do want your group to be visible. That means people are able to search on Facebook and actually find your Facebook group. So you want to keep it visible. You can invite some friends. So I'll invite Josh here. All right, and then what you want to do is you want to push create. All right, and so right now Facebook is going to go ahead and create your Facebook group. It has like just a generic banner image for starters, or otherwise it will tell you to upload a banner image. So what we want to do right now, guys, is we want to create a cover image for our Facebook group. And the way we do that is you can head over to Canva. That is canva.com. You guys have probably heard of this. It's a free graphic design tool to make actual very simple graphic designs and stuff without being any type of expert. All right, and what we can see here from Google is that this is the actual dimensions of your Facebook group cover photo size, 1640 pixels by 859. All right, and so what I'm going to do is you can come into Canva and you can click on, you can either use one of their templates, all right, so they have a bunch of different templates for you to use, or you can do custom dimensions. So you can do custom dimensions. You can say 1640 by 859, all right, and you can push on create new design. All right, and so now you're going to be able to create an actual Facebook group cover photo that's going to be that has the proper dimensions. again, Canva is going to give you some templates to potentially use on the left if you want. You can also upload images and things like that for your Facebook group. All right, so you might start with a particular template. We can just do this one, for example. And again, you want to make this kind of similar to your Facebook group name, or otherwise you want to write something here that's going to attract your target audience to want to join your Facebook group. So you might say something like 5 free strategies to do XYZ, so that you're attracting people into your Facebook group to get those 5 free strategies. You can either do it like that, or you might just come up with the name of your actual Facebook group. You can just throw that in there as well. This is a great opportunity to use your branding colors and things of that nature, your logo if you have one, so that everything is like branded accordingly. All right, now to save time, guys, you'll see that this is our actual Facebook group cover photo here. All right, and so this is the name of our Facebook group. I know, we are attracting coaches into our group, and so this is also our team right here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I am going to download page 5. All right, I'm going to download this. I don't want to download all pages. I want to download page 5 to my computer. So I'll push download. And now Canva is preparing our Facebook group cover image. It's going to download to your desktop. And from there, we can actually upload it to Facebook. All right, and so here we have our Facebook group cover. So I'm just going to grab this, put it on our desktop. All right, and then what I'm going to do, right, is we're going to head back into our Facebook group. I'm going to click on Edit right here in the bottom right. And you're going to choose, if it's a brand new group, you'll choose Upload Photo. All right, so we're going to go ahead and upload our Facebook group photo. There it is, upload. All right, and then as you can see right here, guys, we can actually drag to reposition this, right? So we want to make sure like none of the heads are cut off, but people can read the actual text. All right, so right there looks good. I'll push Save Changes. All right, and so now we have a cover photo for our actual Facebook group with our branded colors and things of that nature. If you want to use a photo of yourself for branding, like that's a great opportunity to do that if you're a coach, an expert, or consultant of some sorts. And then from here, guys, right, we have our actual Facebook group. All right, and so what we want to do, right, is we want to create a welcome post. A welcome post basically is the very first post people are going to see when they join your Facebook group. Guys, this is your first impression, all right? So you want to have a really, really great welcome post, and I recommend actually shooting just a very simple video. Grab your phone. You don't need fancy camera equipment and stuff like that. Grab your phone, do a selfie video, talk about what your Facebook group is about, if you have any freebies or giveaways or things that you're going to be doing inside your group, who the group is for, and basically you can also explain what your group rules are. All right, and so that's another reason why Facebook groups are so powerful, guys, is basically it is your house. All right, you get to decide what the rules are of the group. That means you can decide there's no spam. Otherwise, you can welcome spam and allow other people to make offers, but it's your group. So if you don't want others promoting in your group, you can make that a group rule. And this is really amazing. Now, another reason Facebook groups are so powerful is your Facebook profile, compared to like a Facebook profile, your personal Facebook profile caps out at 5,000 friends. All right, and so in other words, you can only have 5,000 connections on your personal profile. A Facebook group can grow to any size. There are Facebook groups out there that are hundreds of thousands of people large, right? And so from here, right, I'm just going to say, welcome to the Six Figure Coaches Facebook group. All right, yada, yada, yada. If you have a freebie of sorts, like a PDF or an opt-in, right, you can do, here's a link to freebie, and you can actually have a link to an opt-in page, right? And so maybe you have a free ebook you want to give away, a free download, a free guide, a free video training series, right? But you can go ahead and have that right there, right? So people immediately enter your group, they see the freebie, they can click, you can grab their email address, which is super, super powerful, right? And so you can literally turn every single Facebook group member into a lead by getting them onto your email list, by offering a freebie right away, all right? And then I would just upload some sort of video. So in other words, there's a welcome video. So right when people enter the group, they see me as the admin. This is building trust and authority, right? Because people buy, right, on average, and this is an old statistic, right, but people need to see your message, a message from a brand, anywhere from at least 7 times before they're willing to purchase. Now, what's so powerful about a Facebook group is people log into Facebook every single day just about. All right, and so what you do is as you're posting content in your Facebook group every single day, after the course of a few weeks, people are getting really familiar with you and your brand and your offer and your messaging, right? You can do some Facebook Lives, you can ask questions to get engagement, you can do free trainings, but you're showing up in front of your audience multiple times, right? And what that's going to do is build all that trust and rapport so that when you make an offer, people are willing and are willing and trusting you and are able to actually buy from you, right? And so that's how we can show up in our audience for free over and over again, is with the power of Facebook groups, right? The key, right, is just to have amazing content. So you can interview group members. That's a really great strategy. You can do Facebook Lives and teach something for free. You can give out free like freebies and things of that nature, like you saw I did in my post earlier. It ended up with 300 comments. 300 people said they wanted a freebie that I was giving away, which is a free training. All right, so you can do things like that to build actual like content or to build the engagement inside your group and give a lot of value to your audience before you actually make an offer, right? Before you ask for a sale of sorts, all right? And so these are the basic settings of their Facebook group. Now what we want to do, guys, is there's a few other settings we want to, a few other things we want to do. Facebook is telling us right here, continue setting up your group, all right? So it's going to allow you to invite friends to your group, all right? And it's going to ask you to add a description, all right? So you can click there to add a description. You want to tell people what your group is about. And what you want to do here, guys, is you want to use keywords that your target audience would be using, all right? So if you're trying to attract dentists, because maybe you're a dental marketing agency, you could say something like private community. You could say something like private community for dentists, right? And you want to make this much longer than that, guys, but use keywords that people would most likely be using in your target audience to find a related group, all right? So I'm just going to put save for now. I just wanted to show you guys that little bit there. Then what we can do, guys, is we can click on the right-hand side, all right? And you can, or actually, I'm sorry, we want to go on the left-hand side. And down here, you can actually set group rules, all right? So that's really important. You can set group rules. And so this would be people, before they join your group, right, you can tell them what the rules are of your Facebook group. So if you don't want people self-promoting in your group, you can click on no promotions and spam. And when people actually go to apply to join your Facebook group, they're going to have to click a check mark a box that says, hey, I promise not to spam or make promotions in your group. All right, so you can go ahead and create your group rules right there. As we scroll down on the left, I really like using keyword alerts. All right, and so keyword alerts, basically what that means is only you as the admin are going to get these alerts. All right, so when people use a certain keyword or phrase, you're going to be alerted of that. All right, and that's really cool because as your group gets bigger, there's going to be so many posts and so much content everywhere, right? You might want to only like key in and pay attention to when people use a certain word. So a good keyword alert for us is 7-figure visionary. All right, 7-figure visionary is a good keyword alert for us because that's the name of our mastermind for online coaches. All right, and so anytime somebody is like asking about our mastermind or mentioning our mastermind, I want to get an alert about it so I can see what that conversation is, right? That's probably a warm lead that is interested in joining our mastermind, right? So keyword alerts can be your name, it can be your if you have a program of sorts, or it could be something as simple as like if somebody says looking for, that could be a keyword alert because somebody is looking for help with something. All right, again, that could potentially be another lead for your actual business if they say I'm looking for this. All right, or if maybe with I like need help would be another good keyword alert because somebody is saying I need help with this, right? And if you're the expert or the consultant or the coach, right, then you can come on in and be like, oh, you need help with this? Let me show you, right? And you can give value, and that might turn into a client or a prospect or a lead later on, right? So you can set up keyword alerts, very easy to do. And then on the left, we can click on settings, all right? And so settings are kind of cool, but we've already done a couple things here. Name and description, you can click to edit that at any time. The privacy is set. The group is visible, that we want it to be visible so people can find it. If your group is specific to a location, so in other words, you're creating a networking group for people that live in New York or in like Australia or in a particular location, I guess it'd be more like Sydney or Melbourne, Australia, you can do that. All right, you can actually customize the web address of your group. All right, and this is really strategic to secure, again, this will help with SEO, so to speak, so that your group shows up higher when people are searching on Facebook for related subjects, okay? And so if my group is all about coaching, I would want to do something like 6-figure coaching, right? That one's already taken. All right, so I might try 6-figure coaches, but whatever your group is actually about, 6-figure coaches and experts. All right, you can try that. Whatever it is, guys, you want to actually secure, you'd push save. and basically you have now claimed that web address. Now, what's important to note is right here, once your group has more than 5,000 members, you won't be able to customize the address again. All right, so keep that in mind. Like that, once your group grows past 5,000 members, you can't change the web address. All right, and so really make sure you understand what the niche of your group is about before you set this web address in. All right, so I'm just going to leave that blank for right now. You can choose a group color. That's just how people will see it, like in their sidebar when they're on desktop. You can have badges, something that you can take a peek at and go into. Not really necessary. Social learning units are really cool. All right, and so that basically means if you're going to actually are teaching people something, like you are an online coach or an expert or an author or a speaker or something like that, or otherwise you're an agency owner and you have different video lessons, you can put them into what are called Facebook units. All right, and that means it's almost like building a mini course or program inside of your Facebook group. People can come in and click on unit number 1, which is basically like module number 1, and you can have all your related videos right there under unit number 1. All right, and let's just say you're a sales coach, right? Maybe unit number 2 is all your your free videos on sales tactics, okay? Unit number 3 might be like on how to overcome overcome objections on the sales call. That could be a different unit. So you can actually create units, which is really valuable for new members to come in. They will see that as one of the first things. All right, and then let's see, who can approve member requests? We want to change this, all right, to only admins and moderators, okay? All right, we don't want anyone in the group to be able to approve and allow people to come in. You as the admin and moderator should be the one deciding who comes into the group, all right? And then this is very strategic for many reasons, because we'll show you in a second how you can ask questions to people before they actually join your group. All right, so change this to only admins and moderators. All right, and let's see, who can post in the group? Anyone. All right, so I like leaving this to anyone, so it encourages engagement in the group, that people start threads and conversations and ask questions. You can change this at any point in time. Let's see, also you can use this feature here, which is approve all member requests, all member posts, okay? So I have this off, which means at any point in time, a group member, they can drop off a post and it will instantly show up in our group. All right. As your group gets bigger, it's going to be tougher to moderate like spam, so to speak. So what you can do is you can change this to on, and this you would do later on when your group is bigger. But what that will mean is that when people go to post in your group, it will be submitted to you as the admin. You can decide whether that post gets to remain in the group, or you can decide to delete it before it actually shows up live in your group. All right, so that's an option that some group admins actually use as their group gets bigger, so that they can control the content and the conversational flow inside their group. Again, this is your group, this is your house. If you tell people they need to leave their shoes at the door, they got to take off their shoes and leave them at the door. It's one of the amazing things about running a Facebook group. All right, so we'll just leave that off for right now. If you want, you can go ahead and link your actual Facebook business page here. If you have some type of business page, you can do that. And those are some like basic settings right there. All right, and the next thing we want to look at, guys, is membership questions. All right, and so this is, again, here on the left-hand side. We'll click on membership questions. And basically, again, when people apply to your private group, you can ask them questions. This is so valuable. There's so many different ways we can use this, but I'll push add a question. And I'll say, what are you struggling with most in your business? All right, and we don't want this to be a checkbox. We want this to be a written answer. All right, and then I'll push save. So before people join our Facebook group, they actually have to answer that question. All right, and so I'm getting a bunch of feedback about our target audience, seeing what they're struggling with, so I know how we can help them further. All right, so that is really powerful, the questions you ask here, right? You can even ask a question like, hey, would you be interested in a free consultation call? Would you be interested in a free video training series? Would you be interested in our webinar that teaches you XYZ, right? If people say yes, right, you can request their email. So you can actually request emails right here in the membership questions. So in other words, I'll push create and I'll say, do you want a free training on XYZ? Question mark. If so, leave your email below. All right, so I can do that, and I can change this to written answer. So do you want a free training on XYZ? If so, leave your email below. All right, and I can do that as well. So in other words, as people are joining my group, if they go, yeah, I want that free training, that sounds awesome. If you have a great hook, a great marketing message there, then people will drop off their email address. So you can actually capture email addresses as people are coming into your group. Again, and you're doing all this for free, right? And with Facebook right now knows that the future of their platform are groups, all right? Are these micro communities. People want to hang out with like-minded people, and Facebook is seeing more people spend time in groups rather than on their feed. All right, which is why Facebook has been running television commercials, even radio advertisements about Facebook groups. All right, they are super, super powerful, and Zuckerberg sees this as the future of his platform. All right, and so they're really pushing groups in the algorithm, and so this is really cool that you can generate leads like this and otherwise get market feedback. Again, people will have to answer these questions before they join your group. All right, and then the last thing I'll just show you guys really quick, guys, is when people request to join your group, it's going to show up here under member requests on the left. All right, and so I will actually hop over to our other group so I can actually show you what this looks like. But as I go into our other group on the left, right now you can see we have 22 member requests pending. All right, and once you actually go ahead and approve those members into your group, you can come over here into under more, you can click on members, and this is how you will be able to write what's called a welcome post. So right here on the right, right here on the right, you can see it says we have 2 new members this week. All right, and so we can write a welcome post to them. All right, what that means is when I click on write welcome post, all right, it's automatically going to tag those people's names. All right, and this is the only opportunity to, without doing manual work, to tag people in your Facebook group. All right, so Facebook is going to tag them so that they get notified that they have been accepted into your group. All right, and that way they actually know that they, you know, because they're initially you have a private group, they applied to join your group. Once you approve them, right now you can do a welcome post. They will be tagged in this post, so they're most likely to see it. All right, now this is a really powerful opportunity to actually write an incredible welcome post. What you guys do not want to do is say, let's welcome our new members with a GIF. Like you guys have probably joined a Facebook group before and done that, like, let's welcome our new members, hooray. And it's kind of, you kind of see everybody doing it because it's like the default setting here, so to speak. Here's a chance to be really, really original. Tell people what your group is about. Encourage them to post content and share stories and value, right? And give questions. You can also drop off a link right here. I can add a link to my opt-in page or to my webinar or to my ebook or whatever it is. I can add it right here so that all these people will be tagged in this post, and they'll get a freebie for joining our group. They'll be like, wow, this is a cool group. I'm getting value from this group instantly. All right, so there's a lot of cool things that you can do there to make it so that the initial first impression is powerful, and people are going to remember what your group name is and are going to want to return to your group. So use this welcome post, really powerful. I like to wait before I do a welcome post until there's like at least 20 people, so that, right, there's going to be more engagement on this post because there's at least 20 people coming in. Sometimes we wait until there's like 40 or 50 people, and then we accept them all at once, and then we do a welcome post to 50 people. All right, and then there's a lot of engagement that stirs up because it's a crowd of people coming in at once. So that's another kind of strategy that you can use. All right, guys, that is basically it. From here, it's up to you to create amazing content and to go ahead and nurture your group members and so forth, build up that rapport, that trust with them, so that when you go ahead and make an offer of sorts, they will be ready and willing to buy from you. All right, and so if you found this training helpful, guys, please smash the subscribe button. We have a bunch of different video training coming up. Also, if you're interested and want to learn the secrets to launching a coaching program with a Facebook group where we give you all the swipe files, all the offer posts, we literally walk you step by step how to grow your group at hyper speeds, how to like build your opt-ins and your messaging and all the different things that go into launching a coaching program using a Facebook group, using free organic attraction marketing strategies and secrets. All right, we have an amazing program called Coaching Launch. I'll link that up below. We have a special discounted deal going on that where we literally walk you through how to grow a Facebook group at hyper speed, and we give you all the swipe files so you don't have to come up with content ideas yourself. And the offer post, the sales page, we even give you case studies of how we've done 6 figures with our Facebook group just with one simple launch, right? And so we walk you through all of those nuances. So if you have an interest in that, guys, check that out. That'll be in the comments. Otherwise, guys, Dino Gomez here. I hope you found this training helpful, and we will see you guys in the next video.